Wow, that would actually work. Amazing. I wanted to take a moment to welcome you all to our Grandparents and Special Friends Day. I've seen a lot of the same faces here this morning for the STEM activities in the kindergarten through second grade. But you are, as you know, gathered here for Just Imagine, which is a sort of a multi-art performance of music from around the world by our third and fourth graders. And we are very excited that you're here, and we hope you enjoy the show as much as we do. We've been watching the kids practice for the last couple of weeks, and I know they're excited. They put on a couple quick little displays for us, so we know how good they're going to be, and we hope you all enjoy it as much as we do. I would also like to welcome, or to recognize, excuse me, our fine arts staff who has put this on. We have Angela Stefanini, who is our music and fine arts director. We have Miss Pam Freedy, who's hiding somewhere. Pam Freedy is back there somewhere with her kids. And then Genevieve Balsay is our art teacher who's put up the displays here. So without further ado, Just Imagine.
Thank you, parents and grandparents. Grandparents, really welcome to our campus. This is my favorite day of the year because I was very, very close with my grandmother. She was the one that, why I became a music teacher. I saw The Sound of Music when I was little and I wanted to be a nun. And my parents said, I don't know. My grandmother said, if you love music, then do music. I was like, okay. And every time she would come over to the house, the piano would sit and I would play, and she wanted me to play Italian music all the time and sing. So she was really my main encouragement, and so I value grandparents more than anything. She walked me down the aisle when I got married, and she has been forever my best friend. I lost her last year at the age of 98, so I'm very fortunate to have her for so long. She was my buddy, and I just realized and recognized that grandparents play a huge part in the development of a child and the encouragement of a child. Now listen, if you can encourage your child to play the recorder, wow it, all right? It's not an easy instrument to listen to. But the reason why, it is not. I'm there with you, I know, and I apologize, I do. But the reason why we use it is because it's friendly for student fingers at this age. It's a small enough instrument, it doesn't require a lot of wind, anybody can play it, you don't need an embouchure, which means a certain facial structure to play it. It's blow into it, put your fingers down, and you can go. But there's a coordination involved in that, and that is something that we're building. We're trying to build left and right brain coordination here. That helps their processing skills. If you think about a computer, and you put something in and it doesn't react quickly, you get frustrated. That's processing, and that's what we're trying to build here. By repetition, by memorization of some of these songs that you're like, please, I can't listen to Frosty the Snowman one more time, I can't. But by that repetition, it is helping their brain to develop. And it's helping them also to develop a discipline. We have a system here, you'll see some students with these belts on their recorders, and the belts show the levels that they went to in order to get from one hurdle to the next. So once they memorized a certain belt, like karate belts, you would get a white belt, followed by a yellow belt, and it would keep on going. The great thing was is that as peers would move up in levels, the other peers were like, ooh, I gotta get that. If she got it, I gotta get it too. So it fostered a healthy level of competition. It helped to set a bar that they can all attain and then progress as a group. And they all did, and they all shined with that. And the other aspect about the recorders that I love is that it gives them the discipline to continue to practice and to pace themselves. Something they struggle with at this age is to see that finish line. And when you give them that goal, they can say, all right, I gotta do this much now in order to get here at this time. And so it's a level of responsibility and accountability. So by fourth grade, they should be developing these levels in a healthy way. And music, what better way to do it? Because then they learn some music, it's lightening their hearts, it's giving some nice sounds in the, well, I can't say that. It's giving sound in the house, but it's also providing them with some spiritual growth as well. So what a one-stop shop music is. And in this program, what I designed was that I had to write a script. And the script was based on their art curriculum, all the multicultural things they do during the school year, their regular curriculum, their music curriculum. I had to tie that together. Then I had to tie it with the fingerings in their recorders. So I couldn't give them music that was too hard, so I had to give them it levels. If they're learning 3 fingers, I can't give them a 10-finger piece, so I had to find music that fit. Then they were practicing rhythms, and I had to find the rhythms that fit. That's why you're going to see Frosty the Snowman in here, because that was a piece that taught us about dotted quarter notes, syncopation, and going down with the right hand. So once I compiled all that, then I wrote a script. So the script today is called Just Imagine, and we put it in a multicultural arts fair where the children are kind of seeing artwork and different musicians will come and present themselves. I hope you enjoy it. This is our preview and premiere, I'm sorry, I should say premiere, yesterday was the preview, our premiere of our show, Just Imagine. Enjoy.
Represents a different part of the world. Yes, of course. It's the International Fair, remember? Music and art are interpreted so differently across cultures, aren't they?
Yeah, just think of how each country's national anthem sounds. Different languages, instruments, and harmonies.
If you want to talk anthems, it says right here that the 3rd graders are about to play their very cool anthem in the auditorium.
Oh yeah, the 3rd graders have an anthem? Why don't we have an anthem for 4th grade?
Well, she's actually talking about the recorder anthem.
Oh, yes. The recorder anthem.
I'll bet the parents are just dying to hear that song again.
Yeah, but this time it says they're going to do it in 3 different speeds. Allegro, Adagio, and Andante, whatever that means.
Alla what?
Oh, those are types of speeds or tempos. They're in Italian. I wonder if they'll remind us about what they mean. Wow, I didn't think they could hear me. Now that we know what they mean, I wonder how it will sound.
Listen to that song all day.
My mother would disagree with you on that one.
Well, just thinking about delicious hot cross buns is making me so hungry. Let's go find a food booth. What are you in the mood for?
Tacos, spaghetti, schnitzel, ooh, maybe some curry chicken. What about beef Wellington?
Beef Wellington. Simmer down there, Rockefeller. That's a little too expensive for me. Ooh, there's some Chinese food. Who's up for lo mein?
Hang on to your chopsticks because the 3rd graders are about to play a little Chinese song called The Owl.
Look at the music. There is a fermata and a tremolo at the end. I think tremolo means to make the note shake or tremble, right?
That's right. And firma means to stop or pause a note. So at the end of the owl, you'll hear the players pause the note. Let's listen. Hermanas are fun. Yeah, they're pretty cool as long as a good doctor remembers to cut you off.
I've never heard a song from China before. Learning music from different cultures is really interesting.
Yeah, you can sing them in different languages so your friends can't understand what you're saying.
Yeah, let's listen to the third graders try this one in French.
Wow, that sounded hard. How did those kids break up into groups and play like that?
It's called a round because it keeps on going and going and going.
Okay, we get the point. Hey, what's the next song all about?
Oh, it was that African-American song, Juba. Juba was the type of song people clapped or slapped into their hands, feet, or thighs. When they clap Juba, they use so many different types of rhythms. It says here that the third graders are going to play Juba two different ways, regular, syncopated, or jazzy Juba. Let's listen.
That song really rocked. Choreography well, playing the recorders. These kids are amazing.
Tell me about it. Dancing to songs takes a lot of energy.
Really? What kind of dancing?
Remember that square dancing unit we had in gym class? We had to have partners and everything.
Yeah, but it was a lot of fun. Where does square dancing come from?
Its roots are European, but 19 of the 50 states of America have designated square dancing as their official state dance.
Does it look like this?
Not even close. Looks like they're asking us for some help with Alabama Gal. Let's go.
folk music. It makes me feel so patriotic.
I know, there's something about hearing music from the early colonial days.
I really enjoyed learning about Native American Indians in school. In art class, we even painted birch trees.
That's right, there they are now. We have them up for displays at Zoe's in South Park.
Zoe's. Hey, they're not paying us for advertising, so let's move on.
Well, we learned that the Native Americans revered the birch trees for the many uses of its bark.
Yes, birch trees are known as the tree of purification and renewal.
I really like the Native American birch tree song we learned in music called Land of the Silver Birch.
Actually, my favorite song is My Paddle. Let's see if you can try them both. It's fun playing rhythmic songs. Songs with cool rhythm make the music come alive.
I think colors and textures make art really come alive.
Yeah, like Picasso's artwork. Look at all these beautiful colors and brushstrokes.
It's called The Three Musicians by the Spanish artist Pablo Picasso. I wonder what he would say if he were alive today.
Hola, did someone ask for Pablo Picasso?
Whoa, that's creepy. What in the world are you doing here?
Just trying to freak you out.
Good job.
You like my painting? I created the Three Musicians in 1921 during my Cubist period.
Cubist period? What does that mean?
In Cubist period, objects are analyzed, broken up, and reassembled.
Kind of like something that's lifeless and bringing it back from the dead? Well, Cubism certainly gave objects fresh, new perspective, so kind of like that.
In music, there are objects that break up sounds. They're called rests.
This next song has a lot of rests. The rests make the hee-haw sound effect.
You'll like this one, Mr. Picasso. It's a Mexican folk song called The Donkey.
Hee-haw,
It sounded like they were interrupting one another. What was that called again?
A square?
A trapezoid? Oh, I remember. A round. Why didn't you guys tell me?
Anyway, did you hear how everybody went from piano to forte in order to use that answer? Yeah, you can change the volumes and speeds of music, like Beethoven did.
Oh, Beethoven, a great German composer. He was super passionate and paved the ways for composers to be more expressive with their music.
Nah, I like Mozart better. He was a prodigy and wrote really difficult music at such a young age.
Behold, I'm the amazing Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. I created beautiful operas, symphonies, fantastic music. The world still performs and admires. I am far superior at that Beethoven fellow.
What in the world was in that schnitzel? Am I seeing things?
No, that's Mozart all right. What is going on here? This is too weird.
Excuse me, Mozart, but I know I made a far bigger contribution to the music world than you did with your little silly operas.
Okay, Beethoven's here. Does anyone else think this is freaky?
You wish, Beethoven. Let it be known that it was I who is the Wunderkind of Austria, who began composing at the age of 3 years old. Oh, that was me.
Yes, well, who is the first to include chorus in a symphony? Oh, what's that? Not you. Okay, now they're arguing with one another. This is getting too freaky. Let's get out of here.
We'll let you decide. Let's see what you think of Beethoven's Ninth Symphony.
I wrote it when I was completely deaf, you know.
Trying to earn sympathy points, Beethoven? Nice try. Here we go. Well, that was pretty good. Not bad for your Ninth Symphony. How many symphonies did I write? Let me see. Oh, that's right, 41.
Well, listen, maybe it's time we hear from Mozart.
Yeah, we'll let the audience decide who they like better.
Don't forget, Beethoven was also the first composer to write pieces that he wanted to write.
That's right, he was a free agent. Composers before his time had to take orders from heads of church or state.
Yes, but it was a different time. Remember, I was 14 years older than Beethoven, and the world was a different place. And I died young too. I was only 34.
Who's trying to get sympathy points now?
Oh, hush. Let's let the audience decide. Take a listen to my Eine kleine Nachtmusik.
church one like best?
Yeah, I like Beethoven's powerful melody, but Mozart's piece is very quick and sweet.
Well, guys, which one did you like best?
Let's not start an international affair between the Germans and Austrians. They're both great.
They were both great artists whose music is still loved 250 years after their death.
Whoa, Mr. Beethoven, how do you like Mr. Mozart's music?
And too many notes.
You don't know what you're talking about. Oh, I don't know what I'm talking about.
Well, let's move it along with another song that has far too many notes.
Yeah, this one's all the way from Israel.
It's an Israeli wedding song, and there are sure a lot of notes in it.
Not only are there a lot of notes, but there's a fun dance that goes with the song. Here's Nagun Atik.